Hey guys, how's it going? How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? I am Amy. If you're returning, welcome back to my channel, guys. So very interesting message for the Divine Feminine. So this is Divine Feminine's message to Divine Masculine. So let's just see what's coming through. I just shuffled, but I didn't, wow. So, definitely different from Divine Masculine's message. So, the first one coming through says, I'm trying to think of what to say. So, right off the hop as Divine Feminine, I would say that, I kind of feel this might be like a split 50-50 message. I really feel like some Divine Feminines are going to get this message, and some Divine Feminines, this isn't going to resonate with you at all. But just whoever needs this message, just take it. If it doesn't resonate, just pass it along. It's not meant for you. I'm trying to think of what to say. Divine Feminine knows that she and Divine Masculine really need to have a heart to heart. That, you know, no matter where she goes, no matter who she ends up with, no matter if she chooses to date other people, you know, her heart always comes back to Divine Masculine. Because they're souls, right? So it doesn't matter if she, you know, goes off into another relationship, Divine Masculine. You have to know right now, she may be feeling like that's where she needs to go. For whatever choice reasons, you know, all of us Divine Feminines are different. We have, you know, different needs. But at the end of the day, she would not object to a heart-to-heart conversation. Again, some of you have gotten to that point where you are moving on, you're dating other people that aren't your Divine Masculine. But I really feel like if Divine Masculine stood on your doorstep and said, I want to have that heart-to-heart conversation with you, I want to tell you what's been going on, I feel like as a Divine Feminine myself, I would hear my Divine Masculine out. Would that change things? I'm not sure. You know, and I feel like that's what I'm channeling as Divine Feminine, is that, you know, I will always have love for my Divine Masculine. I will always, you know, wonder, but my life doesn't stop because Divine Masculine walked away, you know what I mean? And I feel like the message that I'm picking up, like, is, you know, I, as the Divine Feminine, would sit and have that conversation with you. I would hear you out. I would let you be able to express everything that you were going through, like everything that, you know, you would need to tell me. I would sit and I would listen to you. And I would do it not in ego, you know, because you can't bring ego into all of that, because it's going to be a big mess. So I do feel this urge to say that whatever you choose on your path, whatever you choose on your journey right now, just know that you've got to do what's best for you. You've got to listen to your angels, listen to the universe, but also listening to your heart. Listen to God too. But know that we're all here on this path, on this journey, because we chose to be. We chose to come down to earth, and I really feel like everything happens in divine timing. Everything that comes to you when it's meant to. So I really feel like for those Divine Masculines who are watching this right now, you know, just know that I'm really picking up this energy. Like, if your Divine Feminine has moved on, if she's dating someone else, she still cares. There's still unconditional love, because it doesn't disappear. You know, maybe she's doing what she needs to do right now. Maybe she wants to be happy. Maybe she doesn't want to wait. Maybe, you know, there's so many different reasons why things go, right? But I don't want to stick just on one card, but I feel like the next one says, you're the one I never knew I needed. So, you know, like I said, the love that divine feminine has for divine masculine, it's unconditional. So she's still going to continuously love you even though she's elsewhere. That it just doesn't shut off. So it's kind of tough to be in that position, because I know that there are still moments that I wonder, why things have gone the way that they have, when all I wanted to do was make my divine masculine happy, and I wanted to be with him, and I wanted to build him up and grow with him, and now I feel like I'm missing out on years with him because we're not together. But I wasn't even looking for love when this new guy that I've been seeing for the past month came into my life. I literally was walking down the street with my son, and he came out of a coffee shop, and it was an instant, just, I can't explain it, an instant conversation, an instant attraction, instant connection. But there are still moments that I doubt that, like, he's great and all, and he makes me laugh, and he's really good, but at the end of the day, I have these moments where I feel like, okay, God, what are you trying to teach me in this? What are you trying to show me? Right? And that's what I am feeling for divine feminine, is that she's going through what she needs through because God is showing her something. So even though you may think right now, divine masculine, that you lost your divine feminine, just know that God's got a plan for you too. And I just feel like that's where this reading is going. So like I said, 50-50. Some of you are going to like it, some of you aren't going to like it. Whoever can take a message from it, that's why I'm channeling. But that's the one I never knew I needed. It's like, even if I go off and I date another person, I know in my heart of hearts that you're the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with, but I also know that I want to be happy. I also know that I don't want to waste any of my life or my lessons that I came down to earth to receive or to go through, you know what I mean? So it's just about seeing it from a different perspective right now, divine masculine. That's what I feel, okay? So I'm so passionate for you, yeah, because there's still intense passion. There's still moments that divine feminine has had with divine masculine, and she thinks about those moments, and I can vouch for that. There are things that I've done with my divine masculine that I know, was our moment, was our thing, and there's certain songs that I reminded me of my divine masculine that now I can't even hear those songs because those were our songs, So I don't know if anyone else can relate to that, but that's kind of what I feel is that there's certain things that she felt with you that she knows she's not going to feel with anyone else, but she still, at the end of the day, wants to be happy. So, sometimes it's, sometimes divine feminines, they can wait, and sometimes, I don't want to say that they don't want to wait. I just feel like, of course, patience and divine timing are there, but I just feel like it's a different shift right now. But she often dreams about you. And she's grateful. She's grateful for this connection. She's grateful to have met you, for you to have that period in her life, for you to have that period in her, journey and her path. It's a beautiful love story, and it's your love story. It's your journey together. It's your pathway. And, down the road, when it all unfolds and it all comes together, you're going to exactly see why this separation was needed. Because even though it's not understanding right now, you will eventually understand it. So I'm coming home for me just tells me that she's ready for you to come forward. And I think that's why she's expressing it that way. Like, she's ready to have that non-ego conversation. She's ready to hear you out. She wants to know. Again, some of you are going to be in a place where you said, you know what, Amy, I've waited long enough. I'm going to go work on me. You got to do what you got to do what you got to do. But a lot of divine feminines are still waiting, you know, and that's your choice. That's your, you know, perspective on it. But I'm coming home for me from divine feminine just tells me that she's ready for you to come home. She's ready for you to speak your truth. She's ready for you to have that communication. And until you have that courage and confidence, divine masculine, that's where the stall is. I think that's where the blockage, that's where, you know, things are just being really slow, is divine masculines are not doing well. I want to say that they're not doing what they need to do, but it's more of not really listening to what they need to listen to, like within themselves. But the last card says going to marry your ass one day, so it's already written in the stars. So while we're stressing about it, while you're stressing about it, divine masculine, divine feminine is just saying, like, look, I already know I'm going to marry you. So even if I'm out here trying out new relationships, you know, it's just part of my lessons. It's part of where I'm going. And when the time is right, we will be back together. And that's honestly what I feel for this reading, is that, you know, things will unfold the way they're supposed to, but we just got to let them. All right. So hopefully this helps you guys. You guys have yourself a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.